This project aims to design a mobile instant communication application. The main difference between this application and the publicly available similar applications is that users will not need to know how to speak each other's languages. The highlight of this application would be textless, which means users could only use icons to communicate with others. The user interface design will be similar to WhatsApp, which make this application be user-friendly. The main functions provided to users would be chatting with icons and adding new friends by mobile phone numbers. Other representation tasks included would be registration, editing profile, editing chats, etc. The design of this application is mainly based on WhatsApp, as WhatsApp is the most popular instant messaging applications nowadays. The UI design of each screen layout is as simple as it could be, as this application is designed for people all around the world, so the design should be easy to understand. There are total 10 screen layouts in this application. This is the home page if the user opens the application for the first time. From the title, user can understand that this is a login page. There are two text boxes where user need to input the corresponding username and password. There are two buttons which lead the users to different pages. The Done button is clicked after users have input their information, while the Register button is clicked if this is the first time using this application. The design is understandable, as there is a header which tells user what is about of this screen. There are also titles on each button which help user to understand the function of different buttons. The Done button is not functioned unless users have input all the required information correctly. By the means of HCI, this design has high utility where users can do what they need or want to do. High effectiveness and efficiency where users can complete the goals in a short period of time as the procedures are very simple. If this is the first time using this application, user may need to register a new account. After users have clicked on the Register button, they will be redirected to Register page to finish the registration. There is a drop box which contains lists of countries. Users will know to select one of them as there is an instruction upon the drop box. It provides high efficiency as users will not need to type for their country, which saves time. As people from different countries will be our target users, so the language used in this application is automatically set regarding to the choice of country in registration. Consistent and simple user interface structure is ensured throughout the design of each screen page. The buttons are simple enough for users to understand their functions. For example, the scroll down bar of the list affords users to scroll up and down. The shape of the next button is similar to an arrow which indicates the meaning of go to next step. These designs also have high utility and effectiveness. This is the second page of registration. Text boxes are shown again so users will know they should input something into them. The two buttons are in different colors. The Done button is in green while the Cancel button is in red. This design fits the culture of most countries, where green means continue or move on and red means stop. The mapping of the two buttons is also obvious. Left side means going back to previous pages, while right side means going to a new page. So Cancel button is placed on the left side, while the Done button is placed on the right side. When users click on the Done button on both Login and Register page, they will be redirected to this page. Besides, if users have already logged on once on this application, every time he or she opens it again, this will be their new home page. There are 4 parts in this page. The top contains a title and 2 buttons, which are Edit and Settings. Image of tools is used to represent the meaning of settings instead of using text. It's because it has the same meaning all around the world. The second part is for searching. There is a text box where users can input words to search for corresponding users without searching by themselves. The following part only contains a button which has a plus on it, which obviously shows the meaning of adding. As a result, if users want to add new chats or new friends, all they need to do is to click on this plus button. The last part is a list of people users are chatting with. In each row, there are 3 elements: icon, name, and a number showing the number of unread messages. If users want to chat with one of them, just simply click on somewhere of each row. Again, there is a scroll bar on the right side of the chat list which tells users that they can scroll up and down to choose person throughout the list. This is the chat room screen. It contains 4 parts. The uppermost part is the information of the person you are chatting with, which includes the name, status, and icon. The status will either be online or last seen plus time, so users will know the current status of their friends. There is a button of the upper left corner, which used to represent the meaning of going back to the previous page. The part below is the chatting part. There are 2 kinds of bubbles which show the messages from users and their friends correspondingly. Each bubble will also have the status which plays under it. The status contains the sending time and time when being read. There is also a scroll bar for users. The third part is the testing part, which contains a text box and a send button. The last part is the icon part. Unlike WhatsApp, users will only be using icons to communicate, so there will not be any keyboards, but instead, a bunch of icons for users to select. Users can select the corresponding icons to build their sentences. Back to the home page. If users want to edit the settings, simply by clicking onto the Tools button on the top right-hand corner. So, this is the settings page. Users can edit the settings of 3 elements: profile, chats, and notifications. The title of each row is clear enough for users to understand what are they choosing for each row. In each row, there is a button on the right side which indicates the meaning of details. Again, the button on the top left corner represents the meaning of going back to previous page, which means the home page. This is the editing profile screen. There is a title to tell the users what is this page about. There are simple instructions on each row that users can perform addition on it. After users have changed the name and icon, the screen will automatically be updated. Again, there is a button for users to go back to previous pages, aka the setting homepage. This is the editing chat screen. Users can change the settings about this application. Each row is ended with a button for more details. There is an on-off switch for the second row, as there is not much details about saving incoming media, so a simple switch would be good enough for users. The switch will turn blue when it is chosen to be on, which again fits the culture of most countries around the world. This is the editing notifications screen. As mentioned before, as there are only 2 options for show notifications and show preview, so switch is used for simpler design. The text in last row is in red color because it is an unrecovered change when users click on it. Red color in most of the countries means dangerous or warnings, which can hence lead users to pay more attention when they decide to click on it. Back to the home page again. If users want to add new chats or friends, he or she can select the plus button. This is the page for users to add new chats or new friends. If users want to add new friends, they can click on the plus button. There is also a simple title telling that this button is for adding new friends. The list below is a contact list. There are 2 ways for users to search for a particular friend. The first method is by the search text box above. As shown in the screen capture, the contact list is arranged in alphabetic order. Users can scroll down to the corresponding alphabet of that person or simply by clicking on the corresponding alphabet from the right side. It will redirect users to the part regarding to the selected alphabet.